If your group has ever rolled their eyes at one of your games, this game will change it all. All right, let's dive right into it. My first game is Screaming Toes. This game is hilarious. Here's how it works. You get your group into a circle and everybody looks down, and then you count to 3, 1, 2, 3, and then you got to look at somebody at their eyes. And if they make eye contact with the person that they're looking at, they both have to scream and die, and they're out of the game. And you keep doing that until you're down to 2. So it's fun, it's easy, you can play it anytime. Before we get into game 2, yes, I'm celebrating 100 episodes. I'm so excited. And I've got a special giveaway. But first, all right, number 2, Body Bump, another simple game. Basically, you get into kind of a cannonball position where you grab your ankles, or frog position, whatever you want to call it. You grab your ankles, and the object is you're trying to bump somebody down so that if they let go of their ankles or they fall to the ground, they are out. And as the group gets smaller, you tighten up the circle or your space that they're doing the game Body Bump in. Really fun. Again, no prep. You don't need anything to do this game. The link is right up above me here. All right, I've actually got 2 giveaways. One, everybody's going to get, and that's for my friend Nick, you've seen on the podcast before. And the other one person is going to win, and it's worth $249 for my friend Doug and Josh at Download Youth Ministry. And I am so excited to tell you all about it, although I am actually extra excited about game 3. So let's check it out. All right, number 3, coin flip. You need one thing for this. You need a coin. And that's all you need as far as prepping. You get your teams, you split into teams and sit them in single file on the ground, facing forward, hands on the shoulder of the person in front of them. And however many rows you have, everybody closes their eyes except for the first person who is at the end of the line, I should say. You flip a coin, and if it's heads, they squeeze the shoulder of the person in front of them, and then that person squeezes the shoulder of the person in front of them all the way. When it gets to the final person, they open their eyes, they go and they grab an object. Whatever fun object, you rubber chicken or whatever, something fun up front. First person from their team to grab that, or first team to grab that, wins that round. You keep going until first team to 5. Super fun. You just need a coin. Full engagement with everybody in there. All right, being that it's a 100th episode, like I said, I've got some giveaways, and the first one is for my friend Nick. It's the Hybrid Youth Ministry Strategy Guide, and this is a custom youth ministry strategy for social media, and I'm telling you, Nick is the expert at this. He crushes it, and he's going to give this to you for free. The link is in the description below. And the other giveaway, well, let me just tell you, it's worth the wait. But first, let's jump into the next game. All right, 1, 2, 3 game. Again, simple, no prep. You have 2 people facing each other. They're partners. They're going against each other. The first person says 1. The second person says 2. The third person says 3. Then the second person goes back to 1, then 2, then 3, then 1, then 2, then 3. Now, it's easy for me because I'm going back and forth, but you have to speed it up. You go back and forth until somebody messes up. When somebody messes up, they are out. And the person who didn't mess up goes against another person who didn't mess up. And you do that. The third round, you remove the number 2 and you add a clap instead. So it's 1 clap, 3, 1 clap, 3. So you can see it's like even difficult for me to do it. But the first person does 1. The second person who's supposed to say 2 actually claps instead of says 2. Then this person says 3. Then it's back over here. And then you add more. You can change the sounds or the actions. In the final few rounds, I would go to 5 and I'd be like, okay, here's your numbers. 1, and then you're like on 2, you have to say, ugh. And then 3, and then 4 is 4 maybe. And then 5 is blah, 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 whatever. Super fun, super simple, easy to explain, and no prep. All right, number 5 is my all-time favorite game, and this does require some prep. It's called Elephant Wars. I got this game from my friends Kenny and Elle Campbell over at Stuff You Can Use. It is so much fun. Essentially, you get hose and you put it over your head. You tie the ends of the hose. It's like the legging, right? One legging. And you tie 4 of those together at the end. And then 4 people are partnered up and they're battling against each other. And on 3, they have to pull and They can't use their hands. They have to try and get the hose off the other 3 people's heads. And the last person standing will then go up against other people who are the last people standing. It is hilarious to watch because you start pulling it and it's pulling on your face, and you will absolutely love this game. If you haven't tried it, you need to try this game. Again, link is right up above me here. And I'll also put the links in the description below for all of these videos. And you're going to love it. I'm telling you, super, super funny. All right. So I'll put a link in the description below for an Amazon link for that as well. Okay, I can't wait any longer. I want to give you the giveaway. Here it is. It's the Download Youth Ministry University. That is a training video subscription for your volunteers. I've used this. It's fantastic. You're going to love it. You're going to be encouraged by it. It's a $249 value for a 1-year subscription, and one person is going to win this thanks to our friends Doug and Josh at Download Youth Ministry. And I'm just telling you, I've used this in my youth ministry. Your volunteers are going to be encouraged. You're going to be encouraged. It is so awesome. You're not going to want to miss out. At the end of the video, I'm going to give you 6 ways that you can enter into the competition, into this giveaway, so that maybe, just maybe, you will be the winner. And I hope you are. I really hope you are. All right, let's jump back into the games. Here we go. Okay, these games are games I have not done on this channel. So number 6 is Tic Tac Toe Relay. And you want to break into 2 teams. And if you have a whiteboard or a a post, one of those giant Post-it notes, you make a tic-tac-toe grid, and then one team is the X, one team is the O. They run up one at a time. One person from each team runs up. They put an X and O wherever they want, run back, and then they hand the marker off to the person behind them, and then they go. What's crazy is it's almost always a win. It's rarely a cat's game because it's a competition and you're racing. You get flustered, and sometimes you put the X or the O in the wrong spot, and you didn't block somebody, and you open it up for them. So and if somebody's not fast enough, it's chaos and so much fun. By the way, if you don't know, my name is Eric with a K. I'm the host of the Practical Youth Ministry Tips podcast, and I'm so excited you're here. I want to give you a free gift. This is again for everybody. I have written an ebook and a companion audiobook on games, and there's a free download in the description below. It's a bunch of reasons why we play games in youth ministry. Not that you need any reasons, but I've got reasons for you. A bunch of low prep, no prep games, and 15 best practices to make you a game master in leading games. You can give it to your volunteers. You can give it to student leaders, whoever you want. Free gift for you. All right, let's get back into the games. Here we go. All right, game number 7 is called Over the Hill. This isn't a game where there's necessarily a winner, but you put everybody into 2 teams and they face each other, lined up, face each other. And then you as the caller will say, all right, go over the hill if you, and you fill in the blank, if you're wearing Nikes. So anybody wearing Nikes has to go over the hill to get to the other side. But they got to do it kind of quick because the last person to get over the hill has to come out, and they come to the center and they become a caller. And they will then say, all right, anybody wearing a black shirt over the hill? And anybody wearing a black shirt, same thing. Last person across has to come and become the caller. A lot of fun. There's not necessarily a winner. You want to try and dwindle down a team one side or the other, but it doesn't really matter. It's just for fun. It's interactive. Students are engaged and there's movement. So it's a great game. All right, so we got 3 games left in this episode, and I am so excited about them. One of them was a staple for one of my ministries that our students played every single week. You're going to absolutely love it. It's a classic game. Now, this is my 100th episode, and I just got to tell you, I love youth ministry. I hope you can tell that by watching this, but I've been doing this for 32 years.
Why are you so old?
And it's not just games that I do. You'll see a ton of game content on my channel. But I love everything about youth ministry. So I talk about volunteer stuff. I talk about working with parents. I talk about communication tips. I talk about app reviews. Everything that's youth ministry that is going to help you. I just want to encourage, empower, and equip you in youth ministry. Maybe, just maybe, I can help you feel like you're not trying to keep your head above water all the time and give you a few practical tips that will make it a little bit easier on your week. That's what I do this channel for. And so I hope it's an encouragement to you. I just want to give you practical tips both for your ministry and for your life. All right, let's get back into the final 3 games. All right, number 8. This is my favorite game I haven't talked about yet, and it's called Ninja. And I'll probably do a more expanded video on this sometime, but Ninja, you can do at any time. It's been one of my old youth groups like favorite games because they do it before youth groups start, like almost every week. You get everybody into a circle, they all kind of bow in, and on 3, you go 1, 2, 3, ninja, and then they have to jump back and get a pose. And then you have they have to freeze in that pose, and then you have a designated person who starts, and whoever starts can go to anybody in the circle, and then they chop at them. They're trying to hit their hand. The person who they go after can make a movement, but wherever they move, they freeze. Then the next person in the circle will go and they try to chop another person. They can go back. They can go at anybody, but you're still going in order based on where you're standing. And you can't move until somebody makes a move at you. So you can't move beforehand. Once they decide to come at you, that's when you move. If you get hit in the hand, you're out. Easy game. It'll become a group favorite. I promise you. Just trust me, this will become a group favorite if it isn't already a group favorite. All right, number 9, the floor is lava. This is such a great game. Matter of fact, they made a game show out of this game. I would love to be on this game show. It's super fun. But here's how you play the floor is lava. Put chairs and couches and bean bags, and you can put paper plates and whatever you want on the ground all throughout your room. The object is, every great game has a monster, of course, right? There is a lava monster that is chasing after them.
Lava monster? Ever defeat a lava monster?
And if you get tagged by the lava monster, now I would say have the lava monster also can't get touched by the lava, which is just a kind of a weird thing, but they have to go on the objects as well. But if you get tagged by the lava monster, you are out all the way till there's down to 1 person. Great game, super fun. Takes a little bit of setup, but not a lot, and it's not difficult. It's easy to understand. And since they were little kids, they've been playing Floor is Lava, so they're going to love this game. All right, my final game before I come to my giveaways today, which I'm so excited about, is called Digital Calculation Exclamation, or DCE. It's a ridiculous name, but it's so much fun. And basically what you do is you have partners stand in front of each other, and on 3, they will throw out anywhere from 0 to 10 fingers. And the first person to exclaim their digits, right? They're calculating their digits, their fingers.
I came up with that.
Between the 2 of them wins the round. It's best 2 out of 3. So if I throw up 8 and the person across from me throws up 2 fingers, the first person to yell 10 wins that round. This is a, like, again, simple game. You can do the DCE game at any time. No prep for this. You boil it down to your final 4, and you get your final 4 up on stage, you interview them or whatever. Make a big deal, give away a prize to the person who wins. Fun game. Okay, it is time for our giveaways. One of you is going to win this subscription, and I'm telling you, it's a game changer.
I hope I win.
We all know that training volunteers can be very difficult, and this is going to be super helpful to one of you. If you want to get into the winnings for this, I'm going to give you several ways you can win this. Number 1, make sure you're subscribed to the Practical Youth Ministry Tips podcast here on YouTube. Number 2, comment your favorite of the 10 games that you heard me talk about today in the comments. If you go over to Eric with a K on Instagram, so ERIKWITHAK, find my post on this, and you make a comment on there as well. Talk about just put the number 100 in there, in the comments. You do not want to miss out. So that's 3 ways. Oh, I'll give you a bonus if you tag somebody in your comment on Instagram, and a bonus, so there'll be 5 entries if you post that video to your story. I'm going to give you a 6th entry. 6 possible entries if you share this with someone else. Now, I can't find out if you actually shared. I'm just gonna have to trust you. So you're gonna have to say in the comments, shared. Okay? That way I know I'm trusting you. You and Jesus know for sure. But put that in. That's 6 potential entries into this giveaway. Do all of them. That'd be awesome. And I'll do a wheel of names. I'm going to put all of the names and all of your entries. So if you do 6, I'll put your name 6 times into the wheel, and then I'll shuffle it up so they're not all next to each other. And you're going to have a chance to win this. A winner will be announced next week right here on the channel. All right. Thank you for watching. Share this with a friend. Have a great week. And thanks for being part of 100 videos. Let's go. See ya.